Want to save a ton of money? Adopt the habits of frugal people. Frugal people know how to stretch a dollar, they rarely regret their purchases, and they've learned how to be content with enough by spending money on what they find important and not spending on anything that they don't. Want to learn how to be frugal? Keep watching. Hi friends, I'm Sarah. Quite frankly, a frugal person. I firmly believe that it is the small decisions that we make every single day with our money that make a huge difference over the course of our lives. Let's talk about some things that you would never catch a frugal person doing, and they bank the difference. By the way, if you're frugal or you want to be, go ahead and like this video, and if you're new here, subscribe, because I'm going to save you money. First, frugal people never buy spontaneously. They always do a price comparison, use a coupon. They take the time to see if they can get a better deal, and they're willing to wait and prolong that gratification so that they can get it. If you're willing to trade a little bit of your time so that you can pay less, you'll save a lot of money. Frugal people also never buy things that they can get for free, or at least they rarely do. One such example is books. I've read over 130 books this year, and if I'd had to pay for all of those per book, I would be out thousands of dollars. What do I do instead? I use the library to check out free audiobooks and ebooks straight to my Kindle, and I also actually pay for a Kindle Unlimited subscription at $10 a month that lets me read unlimited books. Now, as a frugal person, if I ever wasn't using $10 worth of books a month on my Kindle Unlimited subscription, I'd stop the hell out of it. But currently, I'm reading a couple dozen books a month, so it's worth it. Frugal people are patient. Frugal people are willing to purchase clothing in the off-season, even though they won't use those articles of clothing for 4 to 6 months. They're willing to wait for a sale or willing to buy used. Frugal people in general keep a list of things that they know that they need and are on the lookout for. We make do until we can find something at the right price. Frugal people are also handy. We are always willing to repair something or try to get it fixed if we can't fix it ourselves, are often willing to DIY something if we have the skills and the tools and can make it for less, or are willing to borrow something or trade it with someone who might have something that we need. Speaking of which, frugal people are less picky. Now that doesn't mean that we'll accept any old thing. For instance, shoes 3 sizes too small are shoes. We're pickier than that. But in general, we're happy to buy something used, borrow an item, or accept a comparable substitute, especially if the price is right. In the same vein, frugal people are not brand or company loyal. Just because you think the price that you're paying for your cell phone, your car insurance, or something like that is okay, doesn't necessarily mean that you are getting the best price. Frugal people regularly shop around for services like that to make sure they're always getting the best deal, and they are not afraid to get on the phone, call a company, and ask them to lower their rates. Or they'll walk to the competitor. I do a check at least once a year, my cell phone, car insurance, and internet to make sure that I am still paying the best price. And when services are the same or comparable, you should definitely be taking the time to make sure that you're paying the minimum. Speaking of brand loyal, frugal people don't necessarily need to get the latest and greatest of whatever one brand or company gets. For instance, I've used Apple products for years. I have a Mac computer because this is what I use to edit on, and it makes the most sense for this YouTube channel. However, when considering upgrading my iPhone, I was looking at the newest ones, and honestly, I'm not that impressed for the price that they're costing. So despite having used Apple for the last 5 or 6 years, I'm jumping over to Samsung. It's saving me hundreds of dollars, and I'm going to get the features that I want in the phone for less. Next, frugal people don't pay fees, and we're willing to do whatever it takes to avoid them. Bank fees, late fees, overdraft fees, all stupid, unnecessary, and are a way for them to steal your money. If you're still paying a bank to keep an account for you, you need to remedy that ASAP. There are too many banks out there online, and even brick and mortars, that do not charge you a fee to keep an account there, and will even pay you interest to keep your money, which is the way things should be, by the way. If you regularly get late fees, set up that auto pay ASAP. Make it as easy for yourself as possible to always make sure that things are being paid on time and that you're not paying a cent more than you have to. Some things, like student loan debt, for instance, will even often cut you a break on the interest rate if you have auto payments set. I saved like 0.25%, but I'm grateful for it. And I never had to worry about getting my student loan check in on time. It was just taken care of. Once you really have a hold on your money and are tracking everything that's coming in and going out, those overdraft things just disappear because you know where your money is and when. I will link to a how to budget playlist down below and also to my Google Sheets budget template. Sheets is a completely free spreadsheet through Google, and my budget template can be seen on all of your devices all the time, so you never have an excuse for overdrafting. And finally, frugal people don't care what other people think. For instance, you might think I'm crazy for being willing to accept a substitute or a trade or switching out of Apple. How dare I? But I don't particularly care. Personal finance is highly personal, and so is frugality. So I'm making the decisions that are right for me. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing for you. But don't make decisions out of laziness or ones that will waste you money because you're not willing to put in a little bit of time, energy, or work. You're biting yourself in the butt, and while that's impressive, I encourage you not to. So after all this, do you consider yourself frugal? And what habits do you think that I missed? By the way, comment below if you are a diehard Apple or Android person. This will be fun. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you gave it a like. And if you would like to learn more hacks to become a more frugal, grown-up, money-saving, not money-wasting, all-around adulting well person, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.